Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Okay, a box review, a kit review, a huge box. It is a massive box, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of it, but it's the 52 Minty. That's what I'm going to call it. Hopefully Jens, if he does the video, he'll do the correct pronunciation for that, because I'm not going to try it, because I make myself look like an idiot. Right, German train, big one from Trumpeter. My young lady got me this as part of my Christmas present, and after further investigation she let me know how much she actually paid for it, and she picked this up for a fantastic £60, including free postage and packing, which was a bargain. When I received it, it was sealed. It had the original seals on it, and this is one big box. It's got some nice little drawing, well, not drawings, photographs on the side there of the finished product. It's in 1/35 scale. I'm just trying to find a kit number, which I can't find one. Hang on, item number 00210. Right, we'll get the box lid off. And like I say, this is full of plastic. Now, I've already been told about these. These are very difficult. These are all the pipes, the steam pipes. And I've been told they're quite difficult to keep on. All you've got to do is look at them and they fall off. So that's something I should be investigating. A colour guide, which is very nice. A couple of options. I don't like the camouflage one. I don't think it looks right. I am going for the black one with the red undercarriage. And I don't know if they had the red undercarriage during the war. I would have said they probably would have had it at the beginning of the war, and then they probably would have changed it later on. But we'll investigate that and find out more. One very large, when I mean large, one very large workshop manual. And plastic, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 large sprues, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, that's 13 sprues, hang on, 13, 14, 15, 16 sprues altogether, because I counted the other ones as singly. 14 sprues altogether. A sheet of decals, transfers or stickers. I don't know if that's, I don't think it has. I can see it hasn't got the swastika on it, so I shall have to go looking. A box containing, oh wow, 2 items, some photo edge and a few clear parts. I think that was just basically to make the space up. Another box, and we have the track. Now, I've already done a Trumpeter track, and I will not be using this. It's a very nice system that they actually push them through, but it just doesn't work. I was in no end of difficulties with it in the end, because they're all joined together. In the end, I had to cut them all off and push them all through individually, line them up, glue them. It was a pain in the neck, and I'll be telling you that I will actually be doing a very large diorama for this one. I've already got that planned. So that's the contents of the box. Quite a lot. Get rid of the box. Do I need to drop the camera down to have a look at the workshop manual? I think I better. So I'm going to pause you, bring the camera down, and we'll have a quick look at the workshop manual. Okay, workshop manual on the 52 Minty. nice trumpeter. I always like trumpeters because they always do them in a booklet form, which I really do like. Start off with the first couple of pages. We've got a sprue map, all marked up nicely. Can you see the? Well, if you use a magnifying glass, you can find the numbers. Kick off with section 1 is assembly of the tracks. And as you can see, they're all joined together, and I ended up having to cut each individual one out, pushing it through, leveling it to get the line through, because the line actually slides through the top parts. Very good. It looks extremely good when it's done, but it's a pain in the neck. So this one's going to go onto a diorama, and I'm going to use proper ballast, loose ballast, and fix it. That's what I'm going to do. Right, just assembly of the track. Now forgive me because I don't know the names properly of any of these parts, but I would say this is the lower bogie. We've got the suspension units going on this, like the trumpeter, just one page, just one item going on, nice and clear. Moving on, we've got the assembly of, I don't know what we've got the assembly of. I would say this is the assembly of the parts that hold the boiler. That's about as much as I will guess. Some sort of steam tanks going in for what, I haven't got a clue. I will get myself genned up on this. I know there'd be the front pistons to actually drive the locomotive with. I know as much as that. They're going on, and then we're going into the cab and doing the fire doors to the boiler and all the bits and pieces. What they are, don't ask me, I don't know. The rest of the assembly of the cab, that I would say is the assembly of the actual firebox, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's the firebox. We've got the assembly of the firebox, and then the actual bit that carries all the pipes that does the steam and everything else. I don't know too much about steam engines, but there you go. Lots of different bits and pieces going on. I like the way they got just nice individual drawings, just showing you a couple of parts that are going on. I know it makes the workshop manual longer, but it makes it a lot more clearer. The bottom marrying up to the top, the boiler and the firebox cab, and then there's just a few little bits and pieces going on there, different pipes. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what these are. I haven't got a clue. We'll just have a look. You can see, if you know what they are, you're better genned up than what I am. Now this is the bit I was told, I can't remember his name now. He did tell me that they're very, very difficult, and he says if you just look at them they fall off. He's tried super glue and good knows what else, so it will be something I'll be taking quite a note on. I might even end up replacing them with some copper wire. Well, I've got some jeweler's wire, which is very supple and soft and holds its position, but we'll see as we go along. Still more bits going on which I don't know too much. Well, they look like brake shoes to me. I've got that bit, and these are the wheels, and I don't even know what they're called. They're going to be the drive train of some sort that powers all the wheels along. A lot of steps. There's a lot of parts on it as well. There's lots of little bits, and this is going to have to be painted bit at a time, I think. Down to underneath, just different couplings. More bits I don't know what they are. Another part of that, well, I suppose that's the main bit, because that's connected to that piston at the front, so that would be the main drive bit. Just showing you little tiny bits and pieces that are going on. very, very intricate. It's going to be even more intricate because I've ordered a photo edge set for it for the outside, and I think a lot of it's for the plates and side covers. I was going to get one for the cab, and I thought to myself, well, no, I'm going beyond ridiculous there. Still lots and little bits and pieces going on, which I don't know the names of. I don't know what they're used for, so I'm not going to comment and make myself look a right idiot. The front linkage, I do know that because I've put some of them together on the 60cm mortar. Then we go on. I don't even know what these were for. These bits that went round the front. If anyone knows, let me know. I'd like to know what they were actually for. If they were there for a reason, they must have been there for a reason because they wouldn't have put them on, would they? Lights, handles going on. We're going into the coal tender. That's the next assembly. That's all done separately, which is nice. Won't be putting this piece in here. I will be using some imitation coal to actually do it, and probably remaking these in wood, because they would have been wood, to make it look a bit more authentic. I'm looking forward to building this, and then there's just the hoses and everything else, and that is it. And there you have your final train. Very good. Right, I'm going to open some of these bags and we'll have a look at the parts, and we'll see what we get for your money. But before then, we'll spread that out. That's the I mean the colour callouts. I mean black and red. I mean that's it. Unless you go for the camouflage one. I mean, I've never seen a train camouflaged. It would be nice to know if they did camouflage them. Because every program I see, these poor trains get the first things that get shot up. So, if you know, let me know. Right, we shall move on swiftly and we'll have a look at the parts. Okay, we'll start on the sprues that there's two of, which is not that many, and the first one is the actual rails. As you can see, there's like little hooks that these rails actually slide into, and like I said earlier on, if you don't get them level, they're buggers to get in. So I'm going to avoid all that. I'm just going to cut these out. I'm going to lay them onto a board, and I'm going to use ballast. Probably some of that ballast fix or something. Go to my local train shop and we'll get some ballast. Right, there's no flash, all nicely detailed, no problems at all. I'm not going to linger because there is a lot of sprues. This is another one that you get two of. I would say by the look of the wheels are for the coal tender, but all nice and clean, all nice and crisp. I'm more than happy with them. Like I say, I don't know what all the bits are. They're wheels, I can point them out. We got suspension leaf units there, and that's about it. That's about all I can point out to you. Like I say, I'm just checking to make sure everything's moulded up really. We've got two of these sprues, wheels, left hand and right hand I suppose, and other wheels kicking about. Lots of little bits. What they're for, I haven't got a clue. I can pick that one out again, the leaf spring. That's about it. Moving on to the final one that's got that's two sprues of. Leaf springs again, and more wheels. I'd say that's part of the piston for the front, the main drive unit. Besides that, I don't know. Well, I can pick that out. There's some small valve wheels. I always suppose would go in the cab somewhere. Right. This is the sides to the coal tender. They're nicely detailed. There's plenty of rivets and bits and pieces on it, all nicely done. Besides that, there we go. We've got some more leaf springs. There's loads of bloody leaf springs on this train, and one great big long pipe for something. I don't know what. Another part of the coal tender. Look at the size of that coal tender base. Look, I mean that is huge. My hand's quite big, you know, and that is big. Looks pretty good actually. The coal, all nice and clean, nice and crisp, no flash. What more could a man ask for? Swiftly moving on. Excuse me. Now, this is the bottom half where all the wheels go, and look at the size. Look at the size of it. It is pretty huge. I mean, that's an A4 mat underneath, and it's massive. What can I point out to you? Not a lot. I'm just showing you the parts. If you're in the know of these trains, you'll know how good and nice and crisp and clean they are. No flash, nothing. I'm quite happy with that. Part of the cab, top of the cab. I'd say that's the floor of the cab. I can point them out. Doors, firebox, the sides, all nice and nicely done. Rivet detail, or bolt detail, whichever you want to say it is. Yeah, all nice. That's definitely the front. Nicely finished, nicely done. Okay, these are the front bits that go on the front. I still don't know what they're for. They've got to be there for a reason. If anyone knows, let me know. I would be interested. All the parts nice and clean again, no flash. And this is I think it's a 2005 kit as well. So it's quite an old kit-ish. Jesus Christ, look at the size of that. That's the actual boiler. Then you've got the firebox that goes on the end of it. That's going to be, it is massive, isn't it really? It is massive, but all nicely detailed. Even more well detailed once the all the pipes and bits and pieces get put onto it. Nicely done. I've never had any major fit issues with Trumpeter, touch wood. They've always been, all the Trumpeter kits I've had have always been really good. I do like Trumpeter. Right, this is the base to the tender, not much to look at. Some more rings for the boiler, and it's quite a large piece. It is quite a large piece, that boiler bit. Not boiler, it's a coal tender. Even that on its own, yeah, that's bigger than a bloody tiger tank, that is. Right, moving on. We have, on this sprue, we have the running plates on the side. I can pick them out. Some of the couplings for the wheels, the drive arms, I hope they're called that. If not, somebody will correct me on that. Everything looks nice. No flash. Nice and crisp. Like I keep saying. What more could a man ask for? A lot of thin, delicate parts there, so just see how they come off. If not, there's going to be a roll of wire out. This is the last sprue. I do know what these bits are. These are the bits that sit on the lower chassis and hold the boiler up. So I do recognise them from the destructions. Lots of little parts. All nice and clean. Nice and crisp. No flash. What more could a man ask for? Right, the final bits are... Now, I have been warned about these. They don't fit that well, so it's going to be something that I shall have my eye on, and might even replace probably with some... I've got some jeweler's wire, nice and supple. Might even do a replacement job using some nice wire, but we'll see. Put that somewhere safe. Final things we have got are some clear parts. There's not a lot to be said about clear parts except for they're clear. Windows and lenses for lights and that. That's about all I can say about the clear parts. We have a small piece of photo edge, which is going to be more because I've already ordered some photo edge. It's mainly for the outside. I was going to do the cab, but it started to get a little bit too fiddly. Now, decals, if we can see them, decals, decals, transfers, or stickers. Can we get any closer? Let's bring it up nearer to the camera, refocus. The only thing I've noticed that if you can see, they're in blocks, so I have problems on my Ming bulldozer with it being like that. They very well stand out, so might be even cutting them back the 52 and cutting them pieces out in between. We'll see how they go on. If not, I shall get some more on order. I would like to get the swastika for the centre of the eagle. Not for a present. I know a lot of people don't like that, but this is a history bit, not a present day bit. There you go. Well, that is all of that kit. A lot of it, a lot to do. And to be honest with you, I don't even think it's going to go back into the box. I think it's going to go into my rack now, and I'll get started. I'm not putting a time limit on this because I'm just going to be doing a bit because there's going to be a lot of painting as it's being assembled, and it's going to be definitely one of the shelf jobs that you just keep going each day and just doing a little bit and achieving a little bit. But it will be done. So thank you very much for joining me. I know this has been a long inbox review. I know other people have done it, but it's my kit and I wanted to do it, you know, because I'm excited about it. So thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one.